Guys, what's going on? Welcome to Serial at Midnight. My name is Heath, and in this episode, I've got a review for you guys of Flight to Mars. This is the latest Blu-ray in the line from the Film Detective. They've given us some incredible genre films on Blu-ray recently. Hercules and the Captive Women, Giant from the Unknown, the latest, Flight to Mars. What they do, the Film Detective gives these movies that have kind of flown under the radar and been underappreciated by, modern preservation. They give them beautiful transfers. They really clean them up so that they're eye-poppingly gorgeous. And then they give them a nice complement of special features to supplement, to enhance the film itself. And so for those of us who love, low-budget exploitation movies, science fiction movies, Flight to Mars is fantastic for what it is. It comes from Monogram. Now, Monogram is the Poverty Row studio. It's all in the name, right? Poverty Row. They are a very, very, very low-budget studio that gave us there's the Bowery Boys series that did some stuff with Charlie Chan. They did Bomba the Jungle Boy. And a lot of westerns, a lot of B pictures, things like that. I pulled this from my archives for you guys. I have the Monogram checklist. This is a whole book. You can see 1931 to 1952 because I am very interested in Monogram. This movie is, let's talk about what it is. It's a very low budget rocket picture, right? It's a movie about sending a rocket to Mars. And it's of its time, right? So if you go in here expecting 2001: A Space Odyssey, you're going to be disappointed. Reasonable, realistic expectations are required here. 1951, we're talking about well before we ever put somebody on the moon. Really, this is like Disney level, like early, like Walt Disney era space race kind of stuff, where you have a lot of sets, it's all done with, backdrops, and they've got a lot of stuff on sets. A lot of short skirts, a lot of long legs, a lot of high heels. It's 1951 on the screen. It's color. I love this. See, I don't want to spoil the movie for you guys. I don't even know if I could, if it's that kind of a movie, but it's a trip to Mars from the 50s. And so the score, the special effects, it's actually really, really, really well done. It's one of those pictures that people who love genre movies and science fiction movies kind of, we love this stuff. I like to say this is the kind of thing that Serial at Midnight was born to cover, because this is late night, and Serial at Midnight, the idea is like you're eating cereal, it's midnight, you don't have to be at work for hours, you don't have anything to do, it's just you, the nighttime, and whatever's on the screen, and that's what this is made for. So the movie is fun. It's been given a great restoration here. It looks really, really beautiful. There's some really, let me show you the back of the package. There's some great special features here. So if you saw my interview with C. Courtney Joyner about a month or so ago, 5 weeks, 6 weeks, it was recently, an hour and a half with C. Courtney Joyner, split into two parts. He let us know that this was coming up, that this was on his to be coming soon releases, and this does not disappoint. So there's a 15-minute special feature, two exclusive documentaries: Walter Mirisch, From Bomba to Body Snatchers, and the Interstellar Travelogues, Cinema's First Space Race. So he's on the first of those, the Walter Mirisch documentary. Walter Mirisch was the guy who kind of took Monogram and brought it into the next level, helped create, or really kind of did create, Allied Artists, and took these very, very low budget pictures again. I like to say pictures. I'm going to bring back pictures. Took these really low budget pictures and turned them into more mid budget pictures, higher aspirations, better star power. Super fascinating documentary about that. And there's a lot of Monogram history in that documentary, and a lot of stuff like the movies that we love kind of takes it into through the 50s and the 60s and chronicles this very important part of cinema that we don't really talk a lot about. I mean, people like us do talk about it, but it's not mainstream knowledge. And then the other documentary on here, there's a 10-minute, by the way, these are both done by Ballyhoo, by Daniel Griffith's Ballyhoo Motion Pictures, who, we love. We talked to Daniel, too. Need to see if we can get Daniel back. It's been about a year or so. Need to see if we can get Daniel back and see what's going on. But it's Interstellar Travelogues, Cinema's First Space Race, and it chronicles the rise of the space movie from the 30s, really kind of the 20s. They reference Metropolis in there, the silent film Metropolis, and then they chronicle through the 50s and really what was happening, like how everyone kind of wanted to have that movie that really shows the space experience. It's about 10 minutes. So 25 minutes of bonus features in the documentary footage, and then there's a commentary with Justin Humphries. I want to show you guys the booklet. So here's the disc. The booklet itself is another, it's by Don Stradley, and it's Mars at the Movies. I mean, the title says it all. It's Mars at the Movies. They go, where do we start? We start with, here's 1910, and then we go all the way through Total Recall. We go through, what are some of the more, Brian De Palma's Mission to Mars, Mars Needs Moms. I mean, it's like the whole, it's just a short overview. It's not very long. This is what, about 10 pages, with photos chronicling Mars at the movies. I love these. I love what they're doing with what the Film Detective is doing with movies like this. I love that they're priced right. As I record this video, you can find this at a lot of places for under $20 for a 4K restoration of a movie that so many genre film fans enjoy. That's great. That's target market, right? That's what we want to go for. So I'll put a link in the description for where you can find this and pick this up. I want to say thank you to the Film Detective for continuing to release these outstanding Blu-rays. Oh, you guys are going to ask. I know this is going to come up. So this is a factory pressed disc. This is not burned on demand. This is a factory pressed disc. Flight to Mars, available right now. Get yours today. Guys, thank you so much. Take care. And until next time, here's where to go and what to do.